Hello Libra, what's up? Welcome back. We are going to be doing a twin flame reading for you and see what is going on in your twin flame relationship. So let's see, what are the messages for Libra? First card out, already a separation, someone missing you. There is a lot of sadness, but also a lot of bitterness when it comes to how things unfolded. So there could be like a grudge. Someone is holding up on a grudge, even though the missing of the twin flame is very real. Okay, so both of you feel jaded. Both of you feel a sense of hurt when it comes to how things unfolded between the both of you. And then we have the ship with the healing heart. It came out in the reverse, but it just feels like even though there is pain during the separation, you still can't both seem to really move forward. And that's because there is something that is still unhealed. So, what I'm also getting is, within twin flame dynamics, and I feel like that's what the whole shift right now is about, is for the longest haul, the twin flame is trying to, make amends or try to be loving, try to heal whatever has gone wrong in the past. And they constantly try, like one twin flame constantly tries to make things work, right? But then all of a sudden something happens and it's like, okay, it doesn't work to just be loving, unconditional love, patience, all these things that we try to do to stay balanced when it comes to the twin flame journey. No, it's just like the end is just like boof, something just in your face, and you're like, yeah, no, all this time of trying to reconcile for the sake of giving the benefit of the doubt, it just, the illusion just like scattered, right? Like that's the bitterness. The bitterness comes from, I tried so hard. That, what was the song? I tried so hard and got so numb, but in the end, nothing even matters. That's the song that I'm getting. So maybe this is a track that does remind you of twin flames. It could definitely be, right? So trying to heal, trying to move from that toxic relationship, but still feel like, but where's the healing part that you both actually were striving for? Okay. Anyway, if you get me, you get me. If you don't, we're not on the same frequency, I guess. Let me know. Okay. So for a lot of you, you may have felt like this was an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship. And it happens when one twin flame is actually super avoidant, right? Like they are emotionally avoidant. They don't really put in the same effort as you to fix the issue. And then it's just like one-way street. So like a lot of twin flames started to be in a one-way street with their twin flame. And the problem and where it actually gets abusive is when the other person, when the other twin is actually aware that you would do anything to bring the peace. So they exploit your goodness. They exploit that good energy of you always trying until you just stop trying. And that's when the shift turns the other way, and they need to work on their issue without you helping them on that. Whew, that was heavy. And also, like, the addiction comes from that broken mirror, okay? Like, the twin flame that is addicted to getting the peace is being enslaved into that toxicity. And this is what the twin flame journey is all about, needing to learn boundaries and needing to put yourself also first. Okay. Oh, by the way, there will be an extended at the end. So if this reading resonates, there will be an extended where we do go deeper into their next actions. But right now we're going to check in with their current feelings towards you, Libra, your twin flame. 6 of Swords. The Page of Swords reversed, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, all in the reversed. And then another page. So, you know, pages do represent a bit more the immaturity. So someone that is not really pushing things forward. They're doing their best to detach, but their own immaturity is haunting them. Okay, so they never really put in the work to heal the broken heart here. Okay, so they never really spoke from a point of truth. They, you know, the Page of Swords in the reverse is like kind of like debuting all the time, having like a deep conversation or a honest conversation. There could be like a lack of transparency, but all of these things that they try to, you know, avoid is now hunting them. Okay, like their own footsteps is now hunting them. So even though they're trying to be as distant as possible, trying to be like, okay, I forgot about it, I'm moving forward, they still feel bitter because they know that they should have handled in a different way. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. They know that you really put in a lot of emotional care and support. But the problem with this twin flame can also be that with the Page of Wands, they just like to keep things lightly, like to keep things a little bit under the wraps, just a bit of flirtatious energy, but not really going deep into the right matters. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on here. What is a blockage here? Nine of Pentacles, independence, freedom. You could be dealing with someone that puts a lot of emphasis on staying single or staying unbothered, staying in a place of, I don't need to give more because there is a selfish act here, right? Like they don't want anyone to commit or they don't want to commit. So there could be some sort of commitment phobia here. Now, there is a fine line between commitment and just being able to communicate. And I feel like this person could be also communicate in a better way without needing to give up like their whole independence and freedom and you know, self-sacrifice. You see, there's a fine line. You can still be independent and have all these things, but you can also communicate clearly. And I feel like that's where the whole dynamic got shifted here in your twin flame. Yeah, Five of Wands. A lot of disagreements when it comes to commitment. Okay, someone did not want to commit, the other one wanted to commit, or you may have tried to explain them like it's not about commitment, and they were like, "Oh, you're getting too much. You want too much from me." So there was a lot of tension there. Yeah, Five of Swords as well. So this is like fighting off any sort of compensation. Okay, not sure if it's the right word, compensation. Compare, like, what's the word? Like, oh my God, I just had a blackout in it. Compromise, sorry. Compromise. So they did not want to compromise anything from their standpoint with that Nine of Pentacles, which only led to more conflict. Yeah, see, you got the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Cups. The bottom of the deck is the Devil card. So the Devil card does show up when we feel, in a sense, controlled, right? Like, or that person has the ability to control our mind, control our feelings, or play with the control that they have over our feelings. And the way that they do that is by actually causing a lot of confusion, right? Up and down energies. And we tend to get addicted to that, you know, like it's the highs and the lows of the twin flame journey. And at the same time, there is this confusion. So they don't really snap you out of that confusion, yet they allow you to believe a certain thing that will keep them kind of like stuck on you, right? So they don't give you the transparent truth of things, but they make you believe what you want to believe. And then when you pull up like the Queen of Swords, just like you are, they feel like you are the one that made it harsh. You get my point? So the Queen of Swords to the Seven of Cups is you actually being aware that this person is, feeding of an illusion or trying to get away with things by controlling you, controlling your emotions, and you standing up and seeing it with discernment and being like, okay, bro, you're just gaslighting right now, right? So you manage yourself out of it. Just like that, you manage yourself out of it. And this is, yeah. Like for a lot of you, you may have felt like this person does not have like the emotional stability to move forward or to even want to create harmony. And that's where this separation and this bitterness comes from, because it's the moment that you realize like, okay, if this person truly wanted to bring peace and harmony, they had the chance to do so, but yet they put you in a place of confusion and deprioritize you and not prioritize the peace within this dynamic, right? So yeah, you operated out of purity, but you were in a phase of the runner and the chaser. So this may mean that hopefully, and right now, you stop chasing. You stop chasing for approval. You stop chasing for the right healing, because healing needs to come internally. But we do want to keep them a part of it because they need to heal as well. Like if you are hurt, they are hurt too. So you want them to also heal. But the runner and the chaser dynamic is simply saying that one person was running or chasing for the healing part, while the other one was running away from taking accountability or understanding emotions. Okay, so that's kind of like what I'm seeing here. I'm going to check in with their next actions and also what else you need to know in regards to your twin flame. So if this resonated with you, follow me on the link below and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.